guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee, and for today's video, I'll be showing you how to create this very simple and very easy makeup. This doesn't require you a lot of effort. It doesn't take an expert to achieve this makeup look. This is very simple and everyone can do it. So yeah, this is like a look that you could pull off on a date if you are going somewhere. It's very universal, you guys. Everyone can pull this off. So without any further ado, let's get on with the video. So first off, I'll be moisturizing my face, and the moisturizer that I'm using is the St.Ive's moisturizer. I have been really dry lately, so I think this is a necessity for me. This is a necessity for me. Still, if you're dry or oily, you still need to moisturize. And now it's time for the foundation, and the foundation that I'm using is the Loreal Infallible Matte foundation. I kind of lost the clip where I applied the foundation, but trust me guys, this is the foundation that I'm using. I just need a very light layer of foundation. I don't need too much. As you can see, you can still see my blemishes, my imperfections, and that's the goal. I don't want my face to look too much. I just want it to look natural and soft. And now for concealer, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. I'm just applying it to my pimples and to the area where I usually would highlight, which is the under the eye, the chin, the forehead, the bridge of my nose, and blending it all in using my damp sponge. So as I was blending this concealer, I had the struggles because even though I moisturized my face, it was still not enough. My face was extremely dry on that day, and yeah, I had struggles. The blending process took me a lot of time. The blending was very hard. Like, it was a chore, but still I managed to work things out. I just keep on blending and keep on blending, and eventually it turned out, you know, perfectly fine in the end. Now I'll be setting my face and highlight my under eye area using this powder. This is the Naturactor loose powder in the shade 41. As you can see, I used a damp sponge in applying my under eye area, which is a mistake. I should have used a brush. But since I already, made a mistake, might as well, fix it. So what I did was brush off the excess powder using a dense brush. And then after doing that, I leave it for a few minutes, and it kind of oxidized to my skin color, which is I love about this powder, even if it's really white and bright. But once you leave it on for a few minutes, it's gonna oxidize and it's gonna turn into your natural skin color. And now it's finally time for some bronzer, and the bronzer that I'm using is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So yeah, I'm just applying this on the hollows of my face, on my forehead, and I'll be bronzing off my nose as well. Now it's time for some blush, and the blush that I'm using is a blush from a palette from LA Girl. I'm not sure which palette that is, but everything that I have on my face will be listed down in the description box, so just in case you're interested, please go check that out. So yeah, I'm just applying this on the apples of my cheeks to give me that youthful and blooming kind of look. What I love about this blush is that it gives me that glowing, youthful kind of vibe. So yeah, I really love this blush. And now it's time for some highlighter, and the highlighter that I'm using is from Wet n Wild. It has a very pink hue to it. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's really beautiful in real life. It's very blinding. So I use a tiny amount of this highlighter and apply it on the highest points of my face, the nose bridge, and my chin, and also my forehead. And now it's finally time for some brows, and the brow product that I'm using is from L'Oreal. This is the Unbelieva brow in the shade dark brown. I'm just applying this on my brows. I'm really taking my time in doing brows because brows could be really difficult if you're in a rush, because brows needs time and effort. So yeah, I'm just really taking my time and perfecting this brow. So yeah. Lately, I've been thinking about doing a video on how I do my brows or how I would do brows on other people, but I'm still debating with myself because explaining things that is related to brows could be very difficult because I don't know, brows are really difficult to explain, especially for me. I don't know how to explain it, but I know how to do it. So this is the only thing that I could do for you guys, and I'm really sorry. I know I've been getting a lot of requests on how I would do my brows or a video on how to do brows, and I'm really sorry because I'm not confident enough, and maybe sooner or later if I find the balls to do it, then I will do it. I'm really sorry, guys. And for the eyes, I'll be taking the Teviant Amore palette. I'm taking first that brown shade and apply it all over my eyelids. And the next shade that I'll be using is the shimmery brown shade from the same palette, and I'll be using my fingers. It doesn't require a lot of effort on how to do this eye look. It's very easy, very simple, very beginner friendly. And now again, I'm taking that light brown shade and apply it on the lower lash area. I'm just taking that brush. I forgot to show you the shade that I'm using, but I'm taking that darkest brown shade in the palette and apply it on the outer part of my lash line area. Now I'm just brightening my under eye area using a powder from FS. Finally, time for some lashes, and the lashes would really make a huge difference. Even though your eye look is very simple, but the lashes would really pull things together and would really make everything look beautiful and gorgeous. And now I'm reconstructioning my nose using the bronzer that I used earlier. So yeah. And now I'll be using the Hyperglow Mascara from Maybelline. I just want my real lashes to, be united with my fake lashes. For tight line, I'll be using the Power Stay eyeliner from AVON. Since the day that I used this eyeliner, I never put it down. It's everything that I use, from my waterline to tight lining. It's everything that you need. It's very beautiful and very cheap, guys. And finally, it's time for some lips. The lipstick that I'm using is from Maybelline New York. This is the Sensational Liquid Matte Lipstick. This is on the shade Get Undressed. This is the only lipstick that I've been using lately. It gives me that my lips but better kind of vibe. I love it so much, and I haven't been, reaching out for another lipstick ever since the day that I got this. It's the only thing that I've been using non-stop lately. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally done.